Welcome, folks.
The desert, unchanged for millions of years, yet witness to a biblical prophecy come true that one day the rich will
Oh, folks, that opening music always gets me. Ugh, I love this game. Welcome, of course, to It Came from the Desert. A game released in 1989 by Cinemaware even. A game that, to be fair, doesn't seem to be talked about that often anymore. Now, a few things. I'm quite good at this game. I know that's famous last words, but I remember quite a lot of this one. Played it originally for my Amiga 1200. This is a game that, well, doesn't take any prisoners. Basically, you've just got to go with it. So, folks, without further ado, let us begin. I'm going to have to play around here with the options a bit, because for some reason it doesn't pick up my actual controller. I'm not particularly sure why it doesn't, but I have to play around a little bit. There we go. Now, there's a lot. Basically, it's all text-based, and just for the record, I can't get it in any better quality than what I've already got it in. So if you find it a little bit blurred, there's not much I can do, folks, and I do apologise for that. So I'm only going to voice sort of the narrator bits, and when I'm talking as me, myself. In the game, I'm called Greg, and Greg is a geologist. So here we go. I have been living in a small desert town for about a month. I'm a geologist, and in my game, the most interesting rocks always end up in the least interesting places. Welcome to Lizard Breath, USA, another tumbleweed truck stop where the jokes are worse than the coffee, and every day was pretty much like every other day. At least, until meteoroid Storlnheinz A221357 fell out of the sky and landed pretty much on top of Wiley Jeter's semi-secret, still outside of town. Wiley was okay and business picked up quite a bit at Riordan's, so the locals figured it as a net gain overall. I had been out rock hunting and was thinking how good it felt to be home again, when there was a knock at the door. We shall answer the door. Here's them samples you were looking for, Doc. See, I can't do other people's accents, I don't know why I try. I'll give you a look-see as to where they's from, if you got a mind. Go on then. In the month that Jeez had worked for me, I had never seen his donkey so it's kind of a strange line. Donkey so agitated. As I was about to ask about it, I heard Biff coming in the back door. Now I have no idea who Biff actually is. Now, that is a big clue, folks. Just remember that as the game progresses. Now we're going to have a take a look at the samples that Jesus brought with us. Jeepers! That's what bloody thing he says from Scooby-Doo. Now the sound, again folks, has been a bit difficult. Is that a massive snail on the sofa? Anyway, the sound has been pretty difficult to capture perfectly, so I had to put the sound down, otherwise it drowns out the actual commentary. But it's very sensitive, so it might be a bit quiet. Now we need to look at that red sample for a little mini game. Now just get ready, because watch what happens. Fire! Now I can't do this mini game very well, so I've basically got to do it first time or I'm screwed. Basically put the fire out quickly. But of course I couldn't do it then. Sometimes it's so... See what I mean? It's really hard to get it bang on sometimes. See, that should be putting that damn fire out, I swear. Needs to be a bit more centered. There's lots of little mini games throughout this game in particular. God darn it. That's more like it. So we can now explore the map. Now the first thing we've got to do is basically find out where the meteor hit. Well, that's one of the options anyway. Now the first thing we want to do, really... just thinking about the best way to do this. Because this game's very similar in some ways to Darkseid, where things are timed. If you're not in the right place at the right time, then you're in a bit of a bad situation, to put it bluntly. Now, thinking of things, if we were to go to... I'm just trying to think of the best way to go about this. Because we don't really know, folks, much about what the game's storyline is at this point. All we know is that there's been a meteor that has hit Lizard's Breath. We are a geologist called Greg, and that's, well, pretty much it for now. But for now, how about... I say we go to... Just bear with me one moment, folks. I'm just checking my text message as well. Why does someone always contact me just as I'm trying to do something? Anyway, sorry about that, folks. So, we've got a few different options. I think we should probably go to this volcano to begin with. Small town gossip was bad enough, but the meteor had given everyone an excuse to look for Martians under their beds. As I was enjoying the scenery, the still desert air was suddenly disturbed by a high-pitched whining sound. My mouth dropped open as I saw the source of the sound. Holy Mother of God, it's a giant ant. There we go, and we killed it. Yay! And now the real minigame begins. Yes, folks, we have walked right in to a B-movie. I kid you not. And we win. Yes, folks, giant fuzzing ants. Now we've picked up a bit of the ants, and we're going to take that to the university lab. Yes, you can, Doctor. Headless cow? That doesn't sound good. Dr. H.G. Wells, the great man himself. There's a good deal I can learn from a brilliant theoretician like Dr. Wells. I showed Dr. Wells the evidence of the creature that I had brought. Now we're getting somewhere. Leave this with me. I should have the test results by tomorrow. Right, we can now go back to the map. At this point... there's not much we can actually do this early on in the game, to be fair. I mean, yes, the townspeople know that there's like a... well, an invasion of ants, but we can't do much about them at this point. Oh, hello. An attractive redhead was standing in my living room. Biff stood off to the side with a faraway look on his face. My car was forced off the road. Why do I keep trying to do people's voices? It just doesn't suit me. Who the hell's Biff anyway? She was beautiful and vaguely familiar. Biff was in love. Let's help her. Let's go straight back to the car, to be honest. A woman in too much of a hurry usually means trouble. But maybe I had grown too cynical in my old age. Let's go. Jackie's car was stuck in the sand and going nowhere. Its radiator was bashed in and there was some greyish liquid on the road where the car had hit something. The liquid was already evaporating in the desert heat. I scooped a little of what was left into an empty pop bottle and was about to suggest that we head back into town when Jackie screamed. She was stooping next to a large barrel cactus and held up a scarf that she recognized as her friend's. I then spotted a woman's tennis shoe about 20 feet north of the car, and suddenly had this weird feeling that it was time to go. Jackie demanded we look further. Against my better judgment, I followed the marks in the sand. Jackie urged me on from a safe distance. About 50 yards out, I found what looked like a piece of some kind of organic matter. I walked back to the truck and promised Jackie I would get whatever it was over to the university lab. She said she appreciated everything I'd done for her, and then added a request to stay at my house for a few days until her friend showed up. Come on, Greg, let her stay, man. She promised I'd never know she was around, but somehow I doubted that. Then there was this strange sound. Here we go again. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. And you're gone. Oh, more on this one. Wow, a lot more. Ah, I was stuck on a stone, damn it. Boom. 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 Boom! And you're running away, you cowards. Dirty sods. I'd like to know where Greg gets all of his grenades from. Right, let's get back to the lab. It's from a harvester ant, Pogonomirex rugosus. An enormous one, that's what she said. Talk to the mayor, do I? Okay. Let's show him the new evidence. Now, I'll give you a little tip here. You basically need to give this guy 4 different types of evidence, so we've got 2 done already. Good work, Greg. Check back tomorrow. I should have the results. Okay. Let us go to the mayor's office. See what the mayor says. Okay, it's actually closed at the moment. Fine. Let's go home again. Although we could actually. Let's go try one of the bars. As I walked in, I heard a guy at the bar say to the bartender, since when are there giant ants in heaven, may I just ask? You tell him, Mr. Bartender. On the TV. Strange way of spelling it. Arthur Godfrey Show. Pump House 3A. Yeah, so some people in town know about the ants, but some don't. Either way, time to have a sleep. Okay, go to map. Now, can we get any more evidence at this point? I don't think we can just yet. Well, duh, I am fighting like bloody 20-foot ants. Is the mayor's office still closed? Oh no, it's open. Well, I've got a bit of evidence, Mr. Mayor. I showed him the fluid analysis from Dr. Wells. I let him see the analysis of the tissue samples I'd collected. Oh, God. Okay, so the mayor doesn't believe us whatsoever by the looks of it. The dirt kicked up, swirling dust devils. They called out for someone. When no one answered, I decided to move on. Let's try a few more of the volcanoes. The cone was a majestic sight, but I had better things to do than commune with nature. I don't know what I expected, but the long drive out had accomplished nothing but make me tired. So basically, that was a wasted day. There are some days, folks, when we won't actually accomplish anything. Today was one of them. I was having my morning coffee when Biff brought me the lab analysis on the samples Jeez had brought me. I just started to pick up the results when Jackie walked in. Talk with Jackie. Pining away for me. A little afternoon delight? That does sound rather tempting, admittedly, lady, but, shall we accept Jackie's offer? I don't know, folks. It's very hard to pass up on sex. Her soft breathing deepened as she moved against me in a slow, hot dance. It was like a dream. And we're in prison, and there's a very strange-looking nurse with a massive cleavage. Mumbling something about not again. Oh my god. Now, we've got a bit of a choice here, folks. We can either escape the hospital, or we can accept treatment. Now, if we choose to escape, we have to do just that. That's the guy. Now, all these people are going to try and capture us. And we can escape a lot easier if we manage to find a wheelchair. Now, usually there's not really... Aha, wheelchair. No, they got me, you fuzzers. Either way, there's not much point, really, even trying to escape, folks, because you still need to rest. Always good to see a bit of cleavage as well. Right, now if we need to continue on, we're getting evidence. Ice and the Hellcats came... Oh, this is me talking. Ice and the Hellcats came out of nowhere and... Who the hell is Ice and the Hellcats? Sounds like a really rubbish band. And roared by inches from my truck. I shouted something about chicken. They disappeared ahead of me, but I knew they were only turning around. Any minute now, they will be coming for me. 2 tons of hot iron bearing down on my hood ornament. That's what she said. Interesting one, this. You basically got to play chicken. The tires on Ice's car screamed as he swerved off the road. As I drove by, he raised his fist and challenged me to meet him at Beverly's Drive-In for a final showdown. Okay, so no one else is there yet. We need someone to turn up at JD's farm for the next bit. Where's the drive-through? Is it over here? There we go. Alright, okay, so it's closed at the moment. Fair enough. Louis LaRue. ran a charter business. From the looks of the crates on the field, it's a wonder anyone ever got off the ground. Look at this guy, he's really French. Mr. Doc, today is the day for that flight de toute la vie, how you say, the flight of a lifetime, and for only $15 an hour. What do you think? No thank you. Not just yet. We need to waste some more time, because we need to go there, really. No one around. Now, the interesting thing to note as well, folks, is that each day that you're in-game actually is a different day. Like, on some days, there's more ants because the humidity is higher, and it really can vary what you're going to encounter in each day. Let's go to Neptune Hall. What the fuzz is he wearing? No, I don't need that sample, thank you. Because I've already got the sample of fluid. So, you had the guts to show up, Sawbones. Boys, give me some room. I'm gonna make Swiss cheese out of this guy. I don't think you are. Ice. Ice drew his switchblade. I knew it had gone too far to back down. Come on, Doc. Kill him. Come on, Doc. And we got him. Just. I love it how we can randomly just kill somebody. Okay. Still no one at JD's farm. Or at Cook's. And that's the farm that we need. Let's sleep for 9 hours. Ah, there he is. They're back. What does he mean, they're back? Oh, fuzz. Oh, look at that. Double shots. Ooh, okay. This one can be difficult, folks, because if you're walking through the fields, you're automatically a lot slower. Oh, nearly. Oh, look at this, we are kicking some ass here. Damn you! What the hell, are we Indiana Jones or something now? Now you see, I wish real life was like this and every nurse looked like that, but as we both know, it's not true. Both. Why am I saying both? That's like implying that only one other person is watching this, which could very well be true, anyway. Damn it! You see, you start off in a really bad place here. Oh, look how many of these fuzzers there are. We really need to get out of here, or at least off that bit. Right. Now we can start kicking bum. Mother of... Look how many are here, man! This is ridiculous! Mother of fuzz! Look at this! This is, in fact, this could be the most difficult little mini game I've ever done. I've never had it with this many on screen. God, they're still coming! Oh my fuzzing gosh! Mother fuzzers! Mother fuzz! How many of these sods are there today? Oh! That was one hell of a battle. Now, you see... Okay, so we can't do anything there yet. Darn it. Ah, now this is the one we needed. Louis was excited about something. Doc, we got one of those new sound recording machines installed in the plane. Government boys never know we use. Maybe it helped, no? Now this time we are going to take a flight. And flying's fairly easy in this game. Can we take off quickly? Yes, we can. Now the trick is, if you're flying, is to always fly low. Because then you save on fuel and stuff. Now what we're looking for at this point, we are basically looking for ants, to put it bluntly. Now they can sometimes be difficult to find. Now I might actually reload only because sometimes if you go off the trail it can take you a long time to get back into civilization, like it looks like it's going to for me here. Now you see this seemed... yeah, okay, I've gone wrong here. I know I have. And we're up. Oh, damn, crashed. That wasn't a good start. Damn, still not a good start. That's better. Now obviously, don't go too low, because you will hit things like I just did. But you stay at about this height, you're usually okay. Now that's the National Guard Armoury, just there. What we could really be doing looking for is for some of the farms. Because usually, the farms are under attack. Now that's Main Street. Because this is the third type of evidence that we need to gather. We need to gather, basically, the sounds of the ants, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Ah, now, from here, I think I go south. Now, I could be skipping ahead a little bit here. Ah, no, I'm not. Aha! Now, that's what I wanted. Okay, killed a few ants there, which is fine. Now, that's good that we actually managed to find that place, because that is actually, believe it or not, very close to where the where the ant's nest is. Now obviously you'd only know that if you'd played the game before. So that's just something to note, really. I don't think though you can skip to the end and take on the ant's nest until you've done something else though. I'm just going to try something actually. What happens if I try and land the plane here? Nice. That was absolutely fine. Now we need to get back to the university, the Platt University lab. I showed Dr. Wells the evidence of the creature that I have brought. Okay, we're going to go to the map and basically sleep. Greg, that man... Oh, hold on. Ooh. Who's she referring to? I don't know, but I'm sure I shall find out in the morning. Now first, let's try the Crooks farm again. About your father. I thanked the farmer for helping Jackie as he asked me if I wanted to see what a giant antrak looked like. Jackie was in a hurry, so if the mayor could see a plastic cast of the antrak, it might be more helpful. Bingo. That was really useful, that, folks. What happens if we... I know it's got something to do with Neptune Hall. I know the leader of that place is quite sinister, but I can't remember why. Yeah, someone is going to go to the mayor. It's going to be me, mate. See, Pogonomirex brugosus. You see, why is the bloody town still not believe it? There's massive ants around. I've got to convince them, do I? Okay, let's show the new evidence first, though. Okay, that sounds good to me. Now let's just see what happens when we go to Neptune Hall. Nobody's in. I showed in the fluid analysis. Yeah, we've had that one. Ah, this is a new one. Okay, we've had that one. Right, so basically, folks, it's that age-old rule. We need 4 different pieces of evidence. He still doesn't believe us. I'll see you in the next video.